Session 213, Chapter 2, Verse 207. And among the people is the one who sells himself in pursuit of God's good pleasure. God is all compassionate towards his servants. Chapter 2, Verse 207. The verb sells is translated from the Arabic origin shara. When God uses this verb in the Quran, it could mean either selling or buying. In chapter 12, narrating the story of Prophet Joseph, God uses the verb shara in the following way. And they sold him for a small price, a few pieces of silver. So little did they value him. Chapter 12, verse 20. It is the context of the verse that determines if the verb shara means to buy or sell. This is one of the aspects of the true beauty of the Arabic language. It is a language that invites people to communicate with an alert mind and to let the context dictate proper understanding of the meaning. This brings us back to the verse under study. From the phrase, "And among the people is the one who sells himself in pursuit of God's good pleasure," we understand that it is a transaction in which one loses him or herself in exchange for something else. So it is a process of selling, sacrificing oneself in exchange for God's pleasures. Allah grants paradise to the person who sells himself in exchange. He says in verse 111 of chapter 9, "Indeed, Allah has bought from the faithful their selves and their possessions for paradise to be theirs." But what if we were to look at the verse under study from the opposite angle? What if we were to examine the verse with the verb shara, indicating buying oneself? In this case, you would buy yourself back, in essence, saving yourself from ruin by offering what you have in exchange. Let's look at two examples from the Prophet's companions. The verse was revealed in regards to a companion named Khubaib bin Sinan al-Rumi. He embraced Islam in Mecca and wanted to migrate to Medina to join the Prophet, peace be upon him. A spokesman for Quraysh told him, "By the gods, we shall not let you leave with your life and money. You came to Mecca weak and poor. We welcomed and helped you. Now look at all the wealth and strength you have." Khubaib answered, "What would you say if I leave you all my wealth? Would you let me go?" The spokesman said, "Yes," and so it was. Thus, Khubaib bought his faith and freedom in exchange for all his wealth. Before Khubaib reached Medina, the angel Gabriel narrated his story to Prophet Muhammad. He, peace be upon him, said to Khubaib as he arrived, "Your trade has been fruitful." So the meaning of the verse, and more specifically the meaning of the verb shara, is to purchase oneself with wealth and sacrifice. This is one of the miracles of Quranic performance, where one word serves two opposing meanings in a single verse without violating the context. Let's look at another example of a companion where the story supports the opposite meaning, in essence, to sell oneself. During the Battle of Badr, the elites of Quraysh had gathered to fight the Muslims. The Muslims managed to kill some of Quraysh's leaders and to capture some. Amongst the ones killed was Abu Uqba al-Harith. He was killed by a companion named Khubaib from the Aus clan of Medina. After their defeat, some of the disbelievers conspired and said to the Prophet, "We have embraced Islam, so send us men who would teach us the religion." The messenger of God, peace be upon him, agreed and sent 10 of his companions to teach them the Quran. The disbelievers betrayed and killed them, except Khubaib, who managed to escape along with another companion named Zayd. Quraysh went in their pursuit and captured Khubaib. One of his captors recognized him as the killer of Abu Uqba. He sold him to the son of Abu Uqba so that he could take revenge for his father. The son did not want to kill him, rather he chose to crucify him. When Quraysh gathered for the crucifixion, Khubaib requested a few moments to perform a prayer. They agreed. After completing his prayer, he said, "I would have asked for more time for prayer, but I don't want you to think that I am afraid and trying to delay my death." Then he said the following poem: "I have no concern as I face death, as long as it is on the path of God that I face it." These were Khubaib's last words. While he was left hanging, the Prophet learned about the incident. He, peace be upon him, asked his companions, "Whoever amongst you can bring back the body of Khubaib from the cross will earn for himself a spot in paradise." Zubayr and Miqdad replied, "We can bring him back, O Prophet of God." They departed to Mecca on this very dangerous journey, knowing that they may not make it back. When they reached the place of the crucifixion, they waited till the guards fell asleep and took the body back. Quraysh realized what had happened and followed their trail. Zubayr caught a glance of the knights approaching, so he placed Khubaib's body on the ground. The body immediately sank into the sand. Therefore, Khubaib was given the title, "the one whom the earth had swallowed." Zubayr turned to the disbelievers, exposed his face, and said, "I am Zubayr. My mother is Safiya, and this Miqdad, my companion. If you have the courage to stop us, then do so. If not, then leave us alone." When the Quraysh saw that they did not have the body anymore, they turned around and headed back. Hence, Khubaib earned paradise. So did Zubayr and Miqdad, selling themselves, putting everything, including their lives, on the line. The verse ends with, "And God is all compassionate towards his servants." Allah, the All-Merciful, is not asking every Muslim to go through these exceptional sacrifices in order to prove his or her faith and earn paradise. God gave each one of us a mission in life, and it is up to each person to carry out the message of Islam.
The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Convey my teachings to the people, even if it is only a single verse." Please take a moment to subscribe and to share with your family and friends. Visit us at www.QURANGARDEN.com.